everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of Cheap Thrills, a 2013 horror film or black comedy thriller, I guess is what they're calling it on Wikipedia, that was suggested to me by one of my subscribers who checked out my video on 13 Cents. And this movie has pretty much almost the exact same concept as that movie. Basically, it's a couple of dudes who are introduced to a guy who will pay them to do things, and over time it just kind of keeps getting bigger and bigger and darker and more evil, and you see these kind of base emotions coming out of them, and they're friends at the beginning of the movie, or at the very least used to be friends and are acquaintances, and then as the movie goes out, they start turning on one another in order because of their lust for money, and they keep screwing each other over in interesting fashions in parts of the movie, and then throughout the latter half of the movie, just kind of, they don't even, in moments, they don't even quibble about screwing one another over. They do whatever they have to in order to be the one to get that money, and the way in which this movie kind of ramps up, I will say that there is definitely just like in 13 Cents, there, once they start going to the higher and higher, I mean, they do a good job in this movie of setting up why the people are so desperate for this money, but even still, I don't find it to be super plausible that these people would go this far. However, I feel like as far as the movie is told, they did as good as you possibly could to make that believable and understandable, and it allows you to make that jump with them, even though your kind of internal monologue is like, a little bit, right? But as long as you go with this movie, I thought it was very well done. I really enjoyed the acting in this movie. It was really cool. Ethan Embry's in this movie, and for those of you who don't remember him, he was the guy who played the lead in Can't Hardly Wait, and that was really good to see him back in the movie. David Koechner, who plays Champ from Anchorman and is in so many other movies, was in it, which was really cool. And Sarah Paxton and Pat Healy, both actors that you would probably recognize from many films. And obviously I'm looking up their names because they are character actors and people that you won't necessarily know their names off the top of your heads, but you'll recognize their work more likely than anything else. And I thought those four are really the core of this film. You see a couple character actors, or maybe even just like extras, kind of show up in various sequences, but really it's all down to those four, and because of that, it was very important that all of them did at the very least a decent job in their performance, and I definitely thought that they went above that. I thought that they gave good performances. Pat Healy, I think, steals the film, and like I said, Ethan Embry being on film again is something that I'm always going to dig, because I just have so many fond memories of Can't Hardly Wait, a movie that I feel like is just a total classic, for me at the very least. So it was very cool to see him back at it, and I enjoyed this movie a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun, and definitely gets very dark, and it was written in a very interesting way, where there's kind of, as the film goes on, there's all this series of kind of reveals of how each of these dares are going to play out. It's not like there's any big twists or anything like that, but there's like for instance, this is a minor spoiler, but there's one moment where they have to go do something in this house, and then all of a sudden one of them turns around and notices that there's a child sleeping that they can see, and the way that kind of snaps the situation, it turns it completely on its head and makes you think about it in a completely different way. I thought that was very cool. So those are my thoughts on Cheap Thrills. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. If you've seen it, it is on Netflix, at least in America and Canada, so if you're interested, definitely go and check it out. Other than that, please hit that like button, hit that share button. It makes it much more likely that other people will come check out this video, which would be awesome, because I love talking about people about movies. And speaking of which, if you're new here, you just haven't done it yet, please hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, let you know when I put out a new video, and you can come let me know what you think. Other than that, have yourself a good day.